Here we are in northeast Kansas again, down in the bottom. So you can see we've had some tremendous growth this last week. We're right on the outside edges. And we see the hail damage from about 2 weeks ago. As we go up, corn is over head high, about 6 foot tall. It's really growing fast here this week. I'll pull a whirl here and show you what we found. Here we're on the bean patch. I'm showing about a 2 foot tall water hemp. Pretty common out in the field here. We've got grass, water hemp, common purslane, whole variety of different weeds, some velvet leaf coming through in spots. Pretty common in northeast Kansas. We've had rains for the last 3 weeks, almost every other day. Been very timely, good for corn. As far as post-spraying beans, it's kind of been a disaster. These weeds have really caught up and taken off. Today it's going to be 97, 100 degrees, from that range. The ground is finally drying enough to catch a lot of these fields. It was so wet the weeds weren't growing and we weren't getting a good kill anyway. Dug up one bean here. It is coming along pretty well. You can see some hail damage. Nodulating very well. We did have some vault inoculation go in. Seems to really boost those nodules. Should start seeing some flowers next week on the beans. Prolific growth here, some good branching. So that's our predicament right now on the beans. Need to get stuff sprayed. We're falling behind there a little bit with the weather. This week should be good. Should be nice and warm. Split one plant open here. We have a little bit of brown pith. Not terrible yet. Could set in some stalk rot later on, so we'll keep an eye on this field. This is a decal number, has really good stalks. The lignin on the outside has been able to hold up even if we lose some pith. Probably from the hail, got some disease in there, and some fungus got in and started working on this pith. Here we are back in the wheat field I showed 4 weeks ago. The wheat is headed out. You see the one on the right, obviously the one that had the fertilizer. The one on the left was the one without. Kind of surprised we even got ahead, and there is some wheat in the small head as well. As you can see, it's probably a half, if not even more or less than the fertilized wheat with phosphorus on it. As we go up, see we're ripening pretty well. We're in the full dough stage, you could call it, I guess. So the outside rows look pretty good. And we had the spot where we left some fertilizer out. As you can see, we've got some volunteer wheat coming out, some weeds coming through. The tillers just aren't near as prolific. The heads are a lot smaller. We had some hail come through, like I said, 2 weeks ago. We've lost a few on the ground. Still, we have some left. It's going to be really hard to see what the yield is until the combine goes through. It's just really hard to judge on the wheat side. So just a little update there on the wheat. And a few aphids coming in on some whorls. It's fairly common. You can see there, this is the top of the whorl. We got one leaf, 2, 3 leaves until the tassel comes out. Those aphids may take a little bit of pollination away, but looking around, it's just every plant so often, so pollination should be fine.